Big, Mean, and Green. 2-map set by Finnthemapmaker. Let's take a look at number 2. So both maps you start with a chain gun. Previous map had 10 secrets. And now this one has a 1. That's funny. 183, 150. Barrels were big in the previous map. I like starts like this where you get time to decide, but it's still a hard decision. Obviously there's a chain gunner there, there's a chain gunner there, there's barrels, so it's like, how do I do this? Do I run for the armor? Do I try to shoot that barrel and get rid of that chain gunner? There's a bunch more humans. Do I get rid of that chain gunner? Nice tension of choice. It's always a good thing, I think. Reverence this time. Oh crap. Nice hiding spot, buddy. Yeah, this draws my attention right here. The cement here just seems like it needs transition textures. But these maps have been pretty good looking so far. Yeah, last map we only had humans and imps, and now we're getting revenants and demons. I don't think there was even a chain gunner in map 1. That's damaging, I think. Whoa. Oh, there's a chain gunner back there. Okay. That was a pretty good run. Yeah, I really like this action a lot. It's very similar to map 1, just turned way up, basically. Oh crap. Just gotta make sure no one comes around the corner. That's the thing about all these roaming monsters. Yeah. Could have wrecked my run right there, just like that chain gunner did last time. So yeah, obviously you can see the general tech-based ideas, some Knee Deep in the Dead influence, certainly in map 1. Go ahead and save here. But this map feels like oh, we got some different colors in here. This map feels like Steve D. This map feels like it's influenced a lot by Shotgun Symphony, which was a fairly high-profile release last year, and a pretty good one. But it was more. See, Doom 1, Knee Deep in the Dead, is a lot of more tight spaces. And this map seems to give you a little bit more room to roam around, got a little bit of a grander scale overall, and even some of these shadings, like that looks like Steve Duff lighting right there. And then also the hell elements like that, feels like something straight out of Shotgun Symphony. So I wonder if you had played that recently when starting to make this WAD. wonder if the triangles have significance, the different colors here. Oof, gotta get rid of that. This is a really cool layout, though. So the exit is red. Oh man! Sergeant has great aim. I could die, so I'll save again just in case. Yeah, that would have been smart too, to grab the armor right away, which I didn't do, I don't think, in either of my runs. But yeah, this is really fun so far. I really like how wide open this. Another mapper that this reminds me of is X Darkmaster X, who I haven't played one in a while, but is always going to give you these super connected layouts and lots of non-def monsters just coming for you. So you kind of got to keep moving, and even if you think you have a foothold, there's probably another way into the room. So you've got to watch, you know, your back, your sides, and very entertaining. And now I've got like a ton of doors here, so they don't open. Okay, but yeah, I really like the way this is put together in terms of layout, and it looks pretty darn good as well. It's good stuff. I don't remember Finnthemapmaker being this talented when it could have been. It might have. I don't remember what I played a long time ago, but this is... I like this a lot. This is good stuff. Okay, so there's my yellow key. This is kind of... yeah, there are little nods of Doom maps. The first map here definitely had a toxin refinery illusion in part of it, and now this is... a little bit of spawning vats from E2, and not to mention this whole E2ism right here. But I guess we gotta find the door that does work. Okay. Oh yeah. So now we're definitely getting in the shores of hell a little bit. But yeah, this is totally spawning vats. So yeah, it nicely takes these influences from Doom 1 maps, or even just Doom 1 episodes, but you definitely don't think of like major rip-offs. Oh crap, that's damn thing. Okay. Okay, let's save it right there. So drop down into damage the floor, and then okay, and this is. Yeah, okay. So yeah, very Doom 1 here too. Nice little maze. I mean, these maps are Doom 1 so far, right? We had one Revenant. Oh no, we've had Commandos as well. We have had Commandos. But no Super Shotgun. Mostly humans. Oh, I saw another one. Yeah, I like this maze. It's a little bit scary. It's got some lighting variety. It is all right angles, but that's fine. One thing it could maybe use is some roaming monsters in here. If nothing else, just so I hear them. They don't even have to be accessible, but if I can hear humans breathing, that's scary. You know, that makes these mazes more intense. But this one's not bad at all, just because of the sheer number of paths in it, you know. And it looks like, you know, it looks like this all opens up at some point because we've got these lines on the map that are marked already. So I better save again. Oh, now we do get our super. Not the best weapon in these kinds of mazes, though. The last thing you want to do is get caught reloading. Ah, so now I've come all the way around. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta say, really good layouts in these first big green maps here. Mean green. Big, mean green. Looks like I missed some stuff, so let's go back and... Okay, so maybe the ultimate goal is to open that up. But yeah, I didn't fully explore over here. Oh, we get a secret for the chainsaw. Ah! Some mappers do make you use a weapon as soon as you get it. In fact, a lot of them do that. But I just don't care. I hate the chainsaw, so I always switch away from it as soon as I get it. Alright, so we'll... Oh, I thought that would... Huh. Okay, then I'm not sure what to do. Oh, there's one more area I haven't gone. Wait, no, here. Ah. Oh yeah, now everything's opening up. Okay, now it's creepy. Now oh yeah. See, now you've got roaming monsters! Oh boy. And honestly... Oh crap, there's multiple revenants out there. Oh yeah, there's like tons of revenants. Yeah, what I was going to say is I don't even mind the fact that you knew it was going to happen from the auto map. Because you didn't know exactly what it was going to be, but you knew that... You knew something was going to happen. Alright, let's start this thing over. Oh gosh. That was really bad timing. Alright. Oh, there's still somebody alive. Okay, so the bars are up now, right? Yeah. And there it is. Really cool layout, yeah. Oh crap. Nice lowering too, that's... These doors are all open now, aren't they? Oh, they're waiting for me to shoot. Yeah, just really solid map. I really like the way the space is used. All these doors that you can't open, they end up opening later. Okay, so now we've got yellow. Not a lot of health in this map, seems like. But and you end up coming out fairly close to the yellow. But yeah, really cool. I mean, you see this yellow key, you don't expect you're gonna do all this. But you do, and it's very enjoyable and really nice how it comes full circle. Alright, so I'm pretty positive there's no health I left behind, but we'll take a quick look. It's a little bit unfortunate that this size map only has the one secret, and now I found it, so there's nothing else to really look for. Well, that's interesting. I have 3 rockets. Okay, maybe there's a rocket launcher in here. Unfortunately, I have to camp a little bit until I build up my health. Yeah, I mean, definitely possible, but not enjoyable. It's a philosophical question that I ask sometimes. Is the onus more on the player or on the mapper to make the map fun? I mean, I think it's mostly on the mapper, obviously, but to some degree, I think it's also on the player. A lot of encounters can be trivialized and boringized one way or another. I mean, a lot of Doom encounters could be camped, and the fact that they could be camped, to me, doesn't make it necessarily a bad encounter. I think if camping is the obvious thing to do, and almost you're forced to do it, not just by the map's too hard if you don't, but by the way it's set up. Like, you open a door and there's too many enemies to even get in the room. That, to me, is forcing you to camp. This was not. So to me, the onus, in this case, the onus was on me not to make this boring. And I did make it boring because I had 13 health. But, so I'm not going to fault this encounter for being campable as much as I would if, you know, there were 6 demons right in the path as soon as I opened the door, something like that. But yeah, I like this here. You know, you've got stuff up there, ledges, this nice little staircase here. But yeah, now we're up to 53, so we're in great shape. Oh, that's awesome. I had no idea that was gonna happen, but yeah, really cool design here. So is there like a lift or something? What if I jump down over here? I was afraid of that. Yeah, I don't think there's another way back up there, so, yeah, that's just a testing error. I mean, you gotta try to break your map. You've gotta, obviously the mapper knows kind of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to build the bridge and walk across, but you gotta take into account curious players. Well, what if I tried to jump down on that side before I went across this side? Well, what happens is you get soft locked, apparently, so you don't want that. You probably want this feels like it's supposed to come down. I can't remember how that looked before, but probably this has to be a lift. And if it's a lift before it rises up, then yes, you will be able to trigger it. It won't go anywhere, but you'll be able to hear it triggering. But that's a lot better than a soft lock. Whoa! Where'd he go? Come on. Oh, there. Yeah, I figured he went over there, but. Yeah, that seems really egregious. Because you've actually got a lot of opportunities to get soft locked there. Gosh. Because I don't know, your instinct when you see the revenants could be to drop down to the other side, and then that would be a soft lock too, unless you grab the blue key first. But I didn't. So, a couple of pretty easy soft lock scenarios there, unless I missed something. I've got 1 health, man. I don't remember where blue is, but I know I need red to exit. I I see this opened up. Is blue over here? Yeah. Yeah, could the map use a little bit more health? Maybe. There are a lot of hit scanners. A map like this, I would err on the side of not making the player camp, so I'd include more health. Because I don't think this is a map that's going to lose funness if there's a lot of health. I think it's a map that's going to lose funness if you spend a lot of time camping, which you might do if there's not a lot of health. But you know, that's a personal decision. A player who's better than me could say there's plenty of health. So, who knows? Oh my. Oh, come on. Curious about this rocket launcher. There it is. That was probably a mistake. Yeah, I really hate to do this with 2 health. I might cheat, give myself some health here. Although there is some out there. Cause I don't want. This looks like a lot of fun. I don't want to camp it to death. So we're gonna go find that damaging floor, take a little damage here. Alright, we'll go with that. Lost a bunch of armor too, so we'll go with that. Whoa! Oh, come on. Where'd you go? Well, that looks cool. There's nice little lost soul guards right here. Oh look, a rocket launcher. How cool. Is there something in here? Yeah, it's a really cool design out here. Whoa! There's monsters everywhere. And I died. There's a lot of space out here, so the lost souls are just kind of annoying. It might be more effective if they triggered with the big trap. Oh, that closes too, so... Got some revenants too, huh? Oh, it's a crusher. Okay. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool, the floor design here. In map 1 there was a spot where the ceiling did this, but it was like a drastic change right down the middle, which I didn't think was visually appropriate, but here I like that. You're late, man. We're already done. Oh gosh. Okay, saving again. Yeah, pretty enjoyable counter. It's not like too brutal. There's There's definitely a lot going on, but you're not going to get absolutely annihilated like 0 to 10 in 1 second. Because the rest of well, map 1 was super easy, first of all. Map 2's definitely been a lot harder, but it still hasn't been... Some people don't really like really steep, sudden inclines in difficulty. I mean, I don't really necessarily have a problem with that, but if you're looking for kind of steady consistency and difficulty within a map itself, you still get that here. That's not too steep of a jump right there. The only thing I don't like about this area is the ash wall. It's misaligned everywhere, and I don't know, it just seems like maybe a little bit too much. There could be a couple other, maybe another tier of like, yeah, you got SP rock over there, so maybe if there was a tier of SP rock either in front of it or behind it, that would give this a nicer look here. And it's also just misaligned, like every single every single section of it starts over. Oh god. Looks like that's where they're coming from. Yeah, it's kind of cool how this all opens up a little bit and becomes monster closets. I still hear humans breathing, so never safe. Yeah, this is just really bad though. You can't... Alright, I think we're basically done now. So, I do have 6 enemies, but I got 5 rockets. Oh, it's just a helmet. We can't even get out of there. That's funny, I ended up making this mistake in a map that I just did. I don't, maybe he's not supposed to be able to get out, but if this is, yeah, I mean, if the door is 64 high, then that means when it's open, it's only 60, and Hell Knights need 64. So, for an enemy to go through a doorway, if the enemy, wait, are Hell Knights 64? I think they are, yeah. So for Hell Knight to go through a 64, to go through a doorway, the door actually needs to be 68, so that it can open and then be 64. Wait, but exit is 72 though, isn't it? I can't even remember. It must not all be showing. Whatever, we're done. Oh, we're not done. Oh, I thought we were done. Okay. I mean, oh, I didn't even save over there. Oh well. I'm pretty sure that was basically the end, but we're gonna just play it out just to make sure here. Oh, okay. But yeah, once again, I think the health is just a little bit low. I don't want to just camp my way through this, but there's so many hit scanners that I just want to make sure that it doesn't become a camp fest for Doom Guy. That was overkill. So yeah, you get a bunch of stim packs because it's damaging floor. Looks like we're getting on a little subway or train or something. Maybe. I don't hate the idea actually you force someone into damage floor, but you put them on health. But as soon as you get down, you gotta go. You're forced out of there, and then you've got revenants in your face and bumpiness in your face, so it's a little bit more challenging than some double revenant fights. Okay, I think now we're done now. Yeah, very enjoyable map. Well, yeah, I'm on board. You know, I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm very excited for what this becomes, whether a megawatt or an episode or whatever it might be. I'll be happy to play it. This map, really the only flaw for me was maybe not enough health. You don't want Doomguy to have to play flawlessly in a map like this, because so much of it is hit scan, and a lot of that's just not dependent on player skill to take damage or not. It's just dependent on luck more so, because you can't dodge bullets, you can't dodge shotgun, chain gun. So I don't think it would be insulting to add a little bit more health here. Maybe just more armor. In fact, even a secret mega armor. You only got one secret. Throw in a mega armor maybe, or something. I don't know, but I think something to give it a little bit more forgiveness, because you don't want this to end up being played as a campsite. And it's not there. It's kind of sort of on its way to that, but if we just throw in some extra stim packs here and there, I think that would take that away. And then obviously the soft lock is pretty egregious, unless I missed something. But I want to take care of that. But yeah, I mean, a really good layout. You jump right into the action. It's very interconnected at the beginning, so no matter where you go, there's monsters there. But you got chain gun, you got shotgun, you got ammo, but you gotta keep moving and keep killing. Maze section I thought was pretty well done. I liked how the things on the map were left there so that you knew it was going to hit the fan in that maze later. And then you got revenants and demons, and you can hear them roaming. Got some different lighting in the maze, and it was a significant enough maze that you really couldn't keep a handle on where you were in it. There were enough turns and corners and stuff. Sometimes when players make Doom maze, it's just too easy to memorize, so you always know where exactly you are within it. And I think in a maze you do need not to know exactly where you are from time to time to keep it interesting. So the maze section was a hit. The big kind of finale with paint elementals, I enjoyed that. You didn't get a ton of rockets, but you got enough. It wasn't like a super epic slaughter fight at the end where suddenly there's 800 monsters in your face, so it was, you know, it wasn't out of character for the map is what I'm trying to say. It was well within character. But yeah, and visually very nice little tech elements, some nods to Shores of Hell in there a little bit. Good stuff. Yeah, I like it. Good job.